Jody is on a tangent, speaking very well.
And he didn't care. He's just worried about the fucking sale of the out-of-staters that are going to pay a goddamn fortune for fucking 2 pieces of acres that they're not going to come look at enough time and all kinds of other shit, and they're robbing these people blind. So, anyway, he changed that information on the realtor sites, the ones he could get a hold of anyway.
She's griping about the realtor right now.
So he knows better, and we're not going to play that fucking game. But here's the thing, even if they put a little drop-ass cabin in that spot, in Hawkins County, your septic has to be 50 feet from the house. Leach beds 100 feet from those at least. And then they can't be, 25, 50 feet near our property line. There is nowhere they're touching that my property line is not within that bounds. I mean, these people are fucking hit. On top of that, they're on top of where the stream stuff feeds our well system. So good luck to them on all that shit. And I don't think, because these people want to, the out-of-staters, they want to go off GIS data, and they think it's a close proximity. No, the motherfucking hell it ain't. And I'll tell you why it is that the realtor seems to know jack shit other than he's a fucking lazy piece of shit and a liar and shady like most of them are, and they want that out-of-town box. But here's the thing, these out-of-towners, what they're doing is they're being brought in here because nobody locally is stupid enough to move into fucking Beach Creek in somebody else's fucking yard, because they know they can die. So they're selling to out-of-towners. That's why they didn't let anybody know. That's why the signs weren't up. La 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 la. But what they're doing is these dumb motherfuckers don't realize that once they move here, they raise up everybody's property, okay? You raise up the taxes, everything's reevaluated again and again and again. And as greedy as Hawkins County is, that keeps misusing and vanishing fucking funds into the sun somewhere, it's going to continue to happen. They're going to break up these big tracts of land because they're greedy out of state. Fine, you want to move, you want to be free, do America, do it somewhere fucking else. That's all I'm saying. Go find your own fucking place.
And if you look online, her property tax and Don's property tax,
but they're breaking up these tracts. And then everything goes up, and then everybody has to start selling. And what happens when everybody starts selling is this. You're going to be surrounded by the same goddamn thing you were trying to move the fuck away from and end up in a bunch of HOA, and that's how you do. You push, it ends up exactly what the fuck you left. You end up pushing the people out that have owned these tracts of land, say like his, for hundreds of years. Okay? And that's some horse shit. I don't get down with that. Go find somewhere else. There's all kinds of places off fucking grid that don't have that same problem where it's not going to break up these giant tracts and you could live free for more than 5 years. Because these out-of-towners and staters keep coming into this motherfucker and doing what they're doing right now and paying as much as $20,000+ for 2 acres. We're all hit down here. Our taxes are going to be astronomical. Fucking done with it. Point being, if you're from out of state and you happen to be watching this, tell your friends to stay the fuck home. Go somewhere else. But let me tell you how stupid this is. Okay? I have friends that we were getting ready to buy the property off of just a few weeks ago because they were going to move for $20,000. Had a house, had buildings on it, close to 20 acres. That way nobody else could move into the holler, okay? Because I don't want that. I don't want fucking neighbors. These dumb motherfuckers here just spent that on this unusable piece of fucking property. The light hauler, in case some of you on Beach Creek aren't aware yet, we've been going through this past few days, I've discovered most of the goddamn second light haulers for sale. So I don't know, y'all. I can see somebody dying over some shit like that.
Really?
Real easy. And we all know how my road is about, people and property and shooting people in the throat down there.
Her boyfriend shot somebody in the throat.
All I'm saying is that y'all need to be paying attention in Beach Creek with your properties and your neighbors right now.
Oh, I'm paying attention.
Because some of these greedy-ass little heirs,
like you,
are all up to all kinds of shit. And I'd say, honestly, I'd guarantee you, if you look, on ours, if you go on any of the real estate sites that are still up, he's not taken down and shit, at these pictures, and I'll post them here in a little bit to give you an idea. If I thought that's what I bought, even though I'm a dumbass and my real estate outside of the state costs like $20,000 an acre, and I think I'm getting a great fucking deal and paying $20-some thousand for 2 acres, And I'm like, well, I'm heaven. I get to homestead. I can do whatever. But also be a fucking nuisance in the country and mess with goddamn front yard. Either way, I think that's my dream. I show up. I think these pictures are, this dream piece of land. And then I get there, and I realize that it's not a dream piece of land. What it is I've been stuck in the ass-crack corner of an overhang that's going to fall the fuck off in the next few years. And then I'm going to be responsible legally and financially for retaining walls. Because let me tell you, if these motherfuckers try to figure out a way to get a driveway up there, they're going to cut off a piece of that cliff to do so. When they do that, ours is going to start sliding because it is a fucking hill. It's made of shale. It's been left alone, so the loam, the trees, all that shit act like a safety net, whatever. Keep it the fuck up. Doesn't matter if they sell and move the fuck off. They were the ones that did the shit. So throughout the years, they are strapped with the debt it's going to take to make sure our property doesn't just slide the fuck off and poof, and devalue ours. Shit. 5 months before 77, when it went with this deed, it was put into file. Okay. I know for a fact they didn't provide these people with a survey. I know the realtor obviously didn't fucking have one, and there's a reason. There's a fucking reason this property in all the decades it's been owned by this particular family that it's not been used. It's because it's not usable. I mean, the neighbors left. Everybody that she did talk to were like, I'll give you $400 for it, because she wanted $1,785 to begin with. And they left. And, I mean, these are people that had walked it with her family throughout the years, that are my neighbors. Everybody in the hall is having a good fucking laugh about what dumb out-of-staters. I mean, and good luck to them. Good luck to them. Because, I mean, I know what's going to happen. But either way, these pictures are some deceiving ass motherfuckers. But it is proof on some of the websites. You can literally see they are on my side. Not with the wide angle, not with the low. And pro tip, if you ever buy property or house and they do the low angle, it makes everything look wide. It kind of looks like they're almost down the ground. You better go look, because there's a reason they're doing that. It's going to take a chunk. When they even try to put a driveway up in it, it's going to take most of what, that little piece, itty bitty. I mean, I couldn't put my cabin in on it. Anyway, and then figure out the logistics of keeping your septic, if you can get a perk test there. Your septic, your field beds, all that shit, 100 feet away from the creek, 25 away from the dry gulch, 25 back from the road, 10, 15 back from building near my property line, 50 to 100 feet back for the shit going near my property line, and septic. I mean, they have nothing. There's no fucking way. And let me tell you what kind of trouble is going to start if it actually happens. It's just going to be whatever the fuck at this point. But more power to them, because when they start fucking trying to dig, every bit of that's going to come down. And honestly, that end of the bank wants to come shut down, let it. They're going to be stupid, let it. Can't sell something that ain't no longer there, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And at the top of the cliff, there's not enough depth for them to even try. Stilts, posts, piers, nothing. So, I don't know, but
and I think I left the part out about the kids falling off the
a little
cliff.
Fucking sideways. But anyway, thanks to the folks for making sure we had their original survey map. We appreciate that. But like I said, it is attached, and they knew what they were selling. There's a reason they didn't attach the survey map to anybody, and they made the pictures look like what they were. And realtors involved in this. You can't tell me from seller to realtor that they ain't shady as fuck. And in my opinion, in my humble little opinion, they deserve to be fucking sued, and he deserves to lose his fucking license. Is it going to be me that does it? Nah. But when they show up, all I can tell them is I hope they sue the fuck out of them. And good luck to them. I hope that greed works out real well for them. Bitch should have took the fucking offer, because next time, I ain't even getting property values, so. And I'm sure that call will eventually come. And I don't care, but, that's why they were wanting cash, too. It was old cash talk, so yeah, it's harder when it ain't your bank. Because they know banks and shit, when they're financing lands, they come out and they crawl all over the property. They hang on a cliff. where all the dope heads hang out, come in, and I'm stuck between two houses on the hill that every bit of the noise is going to come down in right into my fucking ears, and have no yard, no space. Somebody's going to realize that the quaint little 15 minutes from Kingsport means if you hurt, you better hope you know the road's well enough to drive them at 150 to get to the fucking hospital. Means 45 minutes to 2 hours for cops that show up and will tell you that they are not getting out of the car at fucking dark. You know, that will laugh at you if you get shot in the fucking neck because you want to be a dumb motherfucker on property. And not mine, I'm just saying down the road, the shooting, his cousin, all that shit 2 years ago. I mean, I literally watched them kick, casings into the creek and laugh at these motherfuckers. And let me tell you, the motherfuckers really did deserve what they got. But, me, I'm just, I'm going to make it clear that if they choose to try to build there, that there will be retaining walls. That's on them. Tennessee legally states they have to financially and yada yada. It's their responsibility. So, for good, not once, but for good, to keep our property from sliding, to keep it from losing value, etc., etc. And then I'm going to make it clear that that's the first and last time we're going to talk or be neighborly, and I don't care if they're fucking dying or screaming or I hear a murder take place. I'm not coming over a fucking fence to help them, so they better learn how to fucking drive out of Beach Creek to, Holston Valley, where there's no trauma centers anymore, and they got to be flat lifted there from Johnson. I don't know. And I'm hoping when they get there, they didn't get to see that whole, that switcheroo a few hours before online where dumbass was like, there's cable there and there's high-speed internet. And then he switched it up real quick, and his shady ass, yeah.
You're shady, girl.
Maybe once they realize there ain't no cable, and right there where they're sitting, they'll never even get satellite TV or satellite internet. I can promise you that. So, good fucking luck to them. Trying to figure out a driveway and how to put pipelines from the water and all that shit that's nowhere near that, but nowhere near my property line, nowhere near field beds and leach beds and blah, blah, blah. I mean, good fucking luck to them. That's all I can fucking say. So, I have a feeling this is going to be a shit show.
Well, yeah, it has.
I'm going to stand back and watch it. Because I guarantee you, any buyer that shows up for that motherfucker is going to be heated. They're expecting what would they call it? Rolling hills in a private, secluded area overlooking a creek. Creek filled with needles, meth trash, and rubber tires, because everybody just loves our curve to dump that shit in. Creek that's dry 8 or 4 months out of the year. But when it does, it floods, and then you're stuck in the holler for a day, 2 days, 3 days, depending. That's going to wash whatever driveway they put out in there up. It's also they're going to watch it. Every time it does that, every time it erodes that fucking bank down there. So more and more of their property is going to be destabilized and whatever, and their cliff face and whatever the fuck. And, I guess I don't know, but, if I thought I was getting all these rolling hills and seclusion, and it made it look like what it did, and somebody was obviously trespassing on our side, trying to steal shit that didn't belong to that property, oh boy, I'd be heated and stuck in somebody's, that's literally the ass crack of our yard. We can't even use it. Like, it's not usable even by us. So good fucking luck to them. I don't know what the fuck else to tell them, and I hope they ain't got children that wanted a yard, because fuck that. And I dare one of the little bastards to stick a toe in mine. That's how I'm gonna play it. I'm not fucking around. So, anyway, I don't even like other people's fucking kids. Like, that's the thing. I don't want to hear it goddamn shit. I don't want to hear your fucking kids screaming and crying and boo-hooing. I will lose my goddamn shit. Cannot fucking handle it. So anyway, mine are different. I feel the instinct. Other people's, I just want to shake them to death. So.
Wow.
And then I guess if they have kids, it's even better than they realize that their kids are going to fall off the goddamn cliff. Think about that. What's going to happen? They have nowhere but that cliff. They're poor kids. They try to latch the door and they're off the fucking cliff. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, definitely not whatever they thought they were buying. I promise you that. So, pro tips. Don't ever go off GIS. Don't ever believe the realtor photos.
And never trust
Learn
anybody
your
like
laws and your
Jody.
property shit, and, the mathematics to try to put a house up.
Proper authorities have been called, so just, I don't know what's up with her, don't know what's up with this, but it sounds like to me she was trying to cause trouble. Long time before June the 15th. This is part 1, part 2 to come.